the Appalachian Trail of the US. So it's a trail that runs the length of New Zealand from Cape Reinga to Bluff. It's about a 3,000 kilometer trail that goes through some of the roads, river sections, stream crossings, some alpine sections, even through some private dairy farms and farmlands. Whether you can or you can't, you have to give it a try. And a challenge cannot be a real challenge unless there's a possibility of failure. So I decided to do the entire Te Araroa, complete the entire Te Araroa in sandals, and I was going to figure out if I was going to be able to do it or not, and that itself became a challenge for me. When you do something like Te Araroa or any long distance hikes, and you wake up in this hut or looking at this beautiful snow-capped mountains from your tent, make some coffee, pack up your bags, and go for 20-30 miles for that day, and enjoy the experience along the way in terms of meeting new people, enjoying the stunning scenery along the way. And life was just very simple. By the end of the day, you throw your backpack, eat some good bread and peanut butter, build a fire, read a book, and go to sleep. And I was enjoying that simple life. I'm a minimalist at heart, and it helps me to cover more ground and not having to carry a lot of weight. So I was trying to keep my gear to less than 15 kilograms. The most important gear was going for the sandals. And for Te Araroa, the terrain being so varied, I wanted one piece of gear that it could just fit the entire terrain. And the biggest reason was, since it's involving a lot of river walks and stream crossings and beach walks, I was just scared of blisters. And I wanted my feet to be out there free and breathing without any kind of socks or having them confined in a space that would cause them blisters. I've never done anything of this magnitude, and it was pretty scary. Since my parents didn't know that I was doing Te Araroa Trail, I wrote a note for them saying, "Mom, Dad, I'm sorry and I love you." As soon as I wrote the note, I was getting ready to get out of that situation. Sitting with that stranger in the cafe, sharing stories and life experiences was one of the most rewarding times that I've ever had, and I never thought being disconnected would make me so happy again. It was a liberating feeling. The most rewarding part is the jaw-dropping scenery when you get to any of those mountains. Once you scramble through those rocks and roots and mud, once you get to that summit, some of the spectacular scenery that you see in the movie Lord of the Rings, you get to see in real life. And the other most rewarding thing by the end of the day is seeing those beautiful huts nestled in the middle of these mountains. That's when I let out my loudest "yeah boy" and run towards that hut, knowing that you have a nice place to rest for the night and get ready for the next day. biggest lesson that I learned during the trip was to help each other, no matter who they are, what kind of situation they are in, or how they look, without any kind of prejudice. Just take care of one another. That's the biggest lesson I learned.
Extremely humbling, you know, looking at that, I was just thinking, what was I thinking when I was doing that? But it's extremely rewarding experience. That was my next topic, right? When I showed you that, that was what, like a 7-minute video? That took me 87 days to finish that trail. 87 days. I ran a marathon a day on an average. That's 42 kilometers a day for 87 days on that kind of a terrain. So I was telling the video, right? A challenge can be a real challenge unless there's a possibility of failure. So when you have big dreams and when you're going after your dreams, get it in your head, you're gonna fail. And you're gonna fail miserably. You're gonna have so many challenges that's gonna get thrown at you. You're gonna be like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? I'm non-stop falling. What's wrong? Why is it not working? And that's when you get to the line where you're gonna give up on your dreams. That's what is going to be the difference between you and the other people. Every single time when life throws punches at your face, you have to get up. That's why we have that word resilient, right? Who can tell me the meaning of resilient? What's resilience all about? It's about when you fall, you have to get up. So when you do something, right, like I used to do a lot of mini projects when I was an engineer here. I burned so many chips when I was building all these circuit boards, so many 555 transistors and everything. Sometimes I'll turn it on and blow up some meters and stuff. Things will go wrong. When you go after your dreams, and if your dreams are really big, if your goals are really big, you will fail. There will be, that's what challenge is all about. So when you face with a challenge, two things happen, right? Either you accept your defeat and you walk away like a coward, or you get up every single time, fold your sleeves, and keep walking forward. That took 87 days, but during that journey, with just 200 kilometers to go, I broke my foot when I was going on the mountain, and I fell down, and I broke my second metatarsal. But again, this was the important point, right? Why am I doing this? What is your why? That's very important. When you're going after your dreams, right? Why do you want that? Just think about it. When you want to build a company, why do you want to build a company? When I was doing that run, in my head, why am I doing this? Am I doing this for some award? Am I getting a lot of money from a lot of people? No. Why am I doing this? For these people, for these young children who don't have a voice, and I want to raise money for them. That's why I'm doing this. And if your why is big, and if you're convinced, and if your why is big, your what, when, where, how, everything will fall. When that foot broke, I didn't care. I kept walking. When I couldn't run, I kept walking. And if I wasn't able to walk and get to the finish line, I was ready to crawl and get to the finish line. But I walked the whole way, finished it. After finishing the journey, I went to the doctor and they said it was broken completely, and then they put me on some cast. It took like 2 months to heal. But I didn't surrender. I kept going and I finished it. So whatever challenges you face, you will face a lot of challenges. Just don't give up. If you give up, you will be like the other millions of people out there. What's the difference between you and them? So whatever challenges, right? Whatever project that you're doing, if you're applying for companies and if you're not hearing back, just don't give up. Keep knocking, keep asking, and keep trying. That is the only way you can achieve your dreams. So the fracture that I told you about was right here. The second metatarsal was a clean break. But all that doesn't matter. When I finished, I was there at the finish line and the mayor of the country was there to congratulate me on that adventure. So this is, I always remember, right? If you quit now, you'll soon be back to where you started. But when you started, you desperately wanted to be here. So you're already in your 3rd year, 4th year, wherever you are, right? You are on a journey. Keep going, because if you quit, you'll go all the way back and you don't want to start again. Because when you were doing 12th standard, this was your dream, right? You wanted to be here, right? Just don't give up. Have that fire in you, whatever you want to do, have that passion, have that dream. Know your why am I doing this? And give your 110%. Because no one else is going to give it for you. And after that, right, your dreams are not yours. Sometimes your dreams have the power to change other people's lives. Just don't give up on your dreams, because when you don't follow your dreams, it's just not that you are stealing from your life, you are stealing from so many other people's life. Like my dream, how my dream and passion of running the length of New Zealand and how it helps so many people. So just before coming here, from January till March, I was on another big adventure. So that was my adventure. It was called Freedom Feet. So the first time I ran the length of New Zealand, it was my adventure. I was pushing my limits every single day. But I wanted to raise awareness about human trafficking and sex trafficking. I was thinking, how can I collaborate with other people to help me? So what I did was, I rode a tandem bike. Have you seen a bicycle with 2 seats? So I bought a very expensive tandem bike, and I was going to ride the entire length of, New Zealand. This time it was 3,330 kilometers. It's a heavy bike, heavy bike, fully loaded, and I'm riding by myself, but I picked up random people along the way just to tell them a story why I was doing it, and so many people joined me. So that was my recent expedition. And the goal was to raise $20,000. And the campaign was called Stand With Her. Stand with these young girls who don't have a life. So the campaign was called #StandWithHer. So that's Cape Reinga, that's the northernmost point of New Zealand, right? So that's my bike. What I'm having is a GPS, the orange one. So anytime you go to my website, you exactly know where I am. The dot will keep moving. So I went there, everything, I lived out of that bicycle for 60 days. Everything was on that bike. I slept on the side of the road, I ate whatever I can, relied completely on the kindness of people, and I just kept going. And this was my other thing, right? When you have dreams, you will have doubts. You'll be thinking, is it possible? Am I crazy? Is this even achievable? I had the same doubts. So when I was standing there, I had a goal of $20,000. I was just thinking, who's going to pedal with me? Who's going to cycle with me? And how am I going to even raise that money? I had a lot of doubts, but you have to put the doubts aside and you have to keep going for what you set out for. So when I was standing there, a couple from London, they were just there traveling, taking pictures, and that guy, he said, that's a really nice bicycle, I want to take a picture of your bike. So I took their picture, husband and wife. Then when I was going, they said like, what's your story? Where are you going? And I told them, I'm doing this big ride and I'm going all the way, 3,000 kilometers, all the way to the south. And I just told him, can you help me? Let's join hands and help these young children who don't have a life. And you won't believe what happened. He immediately gave his car keys to his wife. He said, meet me 30 kilometers from here. I'm going to jump on his bicycle and I'm going to bike with him. So he got on my bike. We went 30 kilometers. He was my first passenger when I started my adventure. So he rode 30 kilometers. After he got down from the bike, this is the best part. After he got down from the bicycle, he gave me some water, some bananas and fruits. And after he took off with his wife, my phone was buzzing. I opened up to see $400 donated. $400. That was my first passenger. Because I had a big dream and I was sharing this with other people, he could have used that money for something, right? $400 is a lot of money. He could have gone to a hotel, eat some good food or anything. But my dream also became his dream, and he gave whatever he can. He gave his physical strength and $400. And a lot of adventures along the way. Even a puppy dog rode the bike with me. An old lady was walking her dog, and I said, can you come and help me? She said, what about the dog? I'm like, don't worry, I'll take the dog, you sit on the bike and you can pedal. So the dog was there. Every people along the way jumped on the bike and helped me. And even this young kid, he gave $5 and he said like, Naresh, your goal is $20,000. What can this $5 do? I wanted to encourage him, he's a child and he understood the problem of another child. I said, for you it's $5. In New Zealand, maybe for $5, you can buy maybe some ice cream and chocolate. But when I told him what is the value of $5 in Nepal, that's like 394, almost like 400 rupees, right? 10 kids can eat a big lunch for that money. When I told him that, he was in tears. That kid went to his school, talked to his principal, and he and his friends raised $750. The reason I said this, right? Along your way, when you're following your dream with all your passion, it becomes infectious. Everyone wants to team up with you, and your dream becomes everyone's dream for a common purpose. That's why I said your dreams are not yours, and your dreams have more power than you think it has. And along the way, right, like I said, a challenge can be a real challenge. I had a lot of challenges. New Zealand sun is very powerful because we don't have the ozone layer. So my skin completely burnt off. I had like blisters completely. Broken spoke wheels, 32 spokes broke the entire way, and I have to sit in random places and fix punctures along the way. No one is there to help. I have to fix my own flats. So I had a lot of problems with my bike like that. But at the end of the day, after getting there, the goal was 20,000. We raised $50,000. That was just after 30 days. 3,330 kilometers. Goal of 20,000. We doubled it, more than doubled it. We got it 50,000. With that money, we are going to rescue more children, more women. We are going to treat them for all the medical disease and put them there. The whole point of sharing this expedition was dream big, go after it. People will call your dreams as stupid. Just don't listen to them. People will say, this is not going to work out. This is useless. Don't even do it. Don't listen to them. Go after your big dreams. And whatever happens, right, you can never accomplish great things with small goals. If you set small goals, you're going to be like the other billions of people out there. Set big goals. Whatever you want to do, don't listen to people who always discourage you. Instead, go. Stop making excuses. Don't become an enemy to your own dreams. Because if you don't do it, no one else is going to do it. And whatever is your dreams, it's possible. Thank you. It wasn't over, right? So along the way, I had a map, and the map that you saw in the previous slide, I drew the whole map on this map. And you know what I did? I just collected signatures. Whoever rode the bike with me, whoever was pedaling with me, I would just give them and say, hey, can you just sign the map for me? So I had my doubt, right? When I was standing at the top, I had my doubt, who's going to ride the bike with me? Even if one person rides with me, I'll be happy. You know how many people rode the bike at the end of the day? 140 people. And the most youngest cyclist was 3 years old. And the oldest was 72 years old. 140 people joined hands with my dream. It became all our dream, and we went after it. And this is not the original map. When I was in New Zealand, I finished my adventure and I was doing a lot of talks, giving more awareness and raising more money. I was standing on a stage and I showed the original map to a crowd this size. After I told them what we accomplished together, I say we because this was not my adventure. It's me, 140 people, and the one puppy dog. We all did it together, right? You won't believe what happened. One of the person in the crowd got up and said, I will give you $2,000 for that map, for your charity. I want that map. I want to put it in my church as an example. I'm like, $2,000 in my head? 20 people, 20 small girls who have been rescued can go to school for 1 year to get high school degree. I'm like, I'll take it. $2,000, the map is yours. The story is not over yet. As soon as that gets over, I was about to give the map. Another guy came and said, I will give you another $2,000. So give that map, we'll give you $4,000, and the map is ours. So even a simple thing like a $5 map became $4,000, because of which at least 30 to 40 kids can go to school today. So doesn't matter how small of a dream you have, just go after your dream and don't listen to anyone. Just keep telling yourself whatever is your dream, it's possible. Okay? Thank you.
Dear students, nothing is over. What I actually feel is this is not enough. So let us, MGR University feels very proud of our alumni, Naresh. So let us give a standing ovation for him to fit his adventure as well as his charity. What he has done, a remarkable achievement. And his dream makes billions of life alive. Let us also support him in all aspects, and we wish him health and prosperous life to go on with his dream. Thank you, Naresh.
So thank you, Naresh. I don't have any words to express. So the first favorite student, that is I'm always very happy, and till now within 3 days once, 4 days once, I know the updates what Naresh is doing. So that is what the teacher and student relationship like this. So so very good role model, I can tell, till my life, last 17, 18 years history. If I can put the rating or whatever it is, he is the number one to the role model of all my students. So you have some, maybe you all are having a lot of questions. So Raj Kumar is there, you can get the mic and have the questions, some 5 or 6 questions, he will answer that. Make use of him, his opportunity. I am not supposed to tell about his charges in the schools in the US. Our Indian money, he is charging 50,000 rupees for 2 hours talk in US. So that is the proud of MGR. Because that is a charge what he is charging, and you know that already he told whatever he is charging, automatically it is going to the needy people wherever it is needed. That is the beauty of that. So thank you, Naresh. And
don't be shy. Any questions? Shoot.
No, not this one. Yeah. Yes, you ask me. You know, take it about. Hey, I'm gonna get it.
Sorry, I'll get you next.
Hi and hello. I'm Bharti. So my doubt is, what was your parents' reaction, your family support, and what were they doing when you were running all along? How did they react, and did they allow you, etc., etc.?
Great question, right? Everyone has the same question. So I've learned early on in my life that it's better to give them information than ask for permission. There's no point in asking for permission because they get so scared when I do all these things. And I'm still single, so every time when someone asks me, what are you going to do in India? I'm like, my goal is to leave the country without a wife. That's my biggest goal. And I've been successful so far. They always try to get me, I don't blame them because we come from such a poor family. They want you to settle down because people's definition of success is different. Because for them, success is having a big corporate job, married with 2 kids, at least 30 years loan with 2 house, cars and stuff like that, right? There's nothing wrong with it. That's their success. But my success is different. So we just agree to disagree and just keep going our way. They're definitely very proud of what I do, but there is always this, I'm very proud of you, but you should get married too. I'm like, all right, see you later. I'll come back in 2 years. And I just go on. But yeah. Sorry, you have a question?
Hi sir, I'm Siva.
Hi Shiva.
Sir, for travel பண்ணிட்டு அந்த டைம்ல உங்களுக்கு சாப்பாடு 8 days இருக்கும் உங்களோட ட்ராவல். அது வரைக்கும் நம்ம இறந்துட்டோம்னா என்ன பண்ணுறாங்க சம்திங் அந்த மாதிரி உங்களுக்கு தாட் வந்துருக்கு?
நிறைய வாட்டி. Great question again. For adventure, so that's another thing, right? Or dream இருக்குன்னா ஒரு plan இருக்கும், right? If you have to execute something, you need a plan. So எனக்கு ஒரு plan இருக்கு. So அந்த 87 days running இந்த cycling பண்ணேன். Okay, next civilization எங்க வர போகுது? இப்போ இந்த இடத்துல இந்த மவுண்டனுக்குள்ள போறோம். Next mountain எப்போ வர போகுது? And அது வர வரைக்கும் என்ன சாப்பிட போறோம்? So அந்த 5 days வரைக்கும் அந்த வீடியோல சொன்ன மாதிரி, have you heard about peanut butter? So it's very healthy because main reason is because it's cheap. It's very cheap. It's got a lot of proteins and lots of fat, and it's lightweight. So mountain kulla porappo na romba fast romba nare distance cover pandradanaala I don't have the luxury to carry a lot of weight.
அந்த டைம்ல நீங்க மரம் பழம் பிச்சு சாப்பிட்ட
இருந்துச்சுன்னா சாப்பிடலாம். சில டைம்ல பாம்பெல்லாம் பார்த்து கொண்டு சாப்பிட்ற டைம்லாம் இருக்கு. And I eat snakes like that. And running இல்லாம hiking, walking பண்ணி போறப்போ fishing rod இருக்கும். So we catch some fish, we just cut it. Fire இருந்தா cook பண்ணி சாப்பிடுவோம், இல்லை அப்படியே கூட சாப்பிடுவோம். So there are conditions like that because it's all about survival, right? It's not about like I want some biryani right now, I want some parotta right now. No, anything you get, you eat to survive. But you always plan. எங்ககிட்ட I carry enough calories. இப்போ 5 நாள் ட்ரிப்னா அந்த 5 நாள் சர்வைவ் பண்றதுக்கான water, food and tent, sleeping bag, depending on the environment. இந்த நேபாள் போறப்போ -30 degrees இருந்தா -30 degreesக்கு சர்வைவ் ஆகிற மாதிரி ஒரு ஸ்லீப்பிங் பேக் and tent. லைட் வெயிட்டா இருந்துச்சுன்னா I just carry some tablets. So you make plans. You study the map காட்டி என்ன டோப்போ, எவ்வளோ ஹைட் ஏற போகிறோம், எங்கே நைட் ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ண போகிறோம், ஃப்ளாட்டாக இருக்கா. ஸோ யூ ஸ்டடி எக்ஸாஸ்டிவ்லி. ஸோ ஆல் திஸ், ஈவன் த நியூசிலண்ட் பிளான், இட் வாஸ் a 3-month planning. I studied the map, every bit of it. So it's a lot of planning going on. And food வந்து ஒரு personal preference.
ஸோ உங்கள் வேலையை வர விட்டீங்க லிமிட்டு கஷ்டம். அதுக்கடுத்து எப்படி சம்பாதிக்க போகிறோம், காசு எப்படி வரும், அந்த தாட் என்ன அதுதான்?
Yeah, I think it's clear right now. The picture la kaatna mari you've already quit. Oh, idu vittita nama inga poporom. Na inga poporom enakku theriyum. I'm going to go into a cubicle working an 8-hour job in a software company, right? But it's not bad, but then I don't want to do it. So I just sustain. Software engineer la indana work into. I work still, but I'm my own boss. So I'm a writer, photographer. I do a lot of public speaking. I manage a lot of social media accounts. And I build websites for some people, I manage social accounts, and the sandals fucking, now the sandals is over, so I do some work. So whatever I can to sustain this lifestyle. And you just have to live really small. Ananda, if you use Instagram, you'll find me on my Facebook. I always say live small and venture lots. That's what my passion is, and I just do it.
So
great question.
Hello sir.
Hi.
I'm Tamim. I'm doing MBA. Actually, I'm not having any questions. I just want to tell that you just inspired me a lot. Not only me, us. Okay, you just killed it, sir. You just killed it. And my wish is I want to take a selfie if you don't mind.
Very humbling. Yes, absolutely. After the session.
Sure. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Any engineering doubts?
Any more?
Any engineering doubts you have here? Send the questions to him. No, Ramesh sir was really, he's the reason why I'm standing here. I'm not saying just for the sake of saying it, but like I said, I didn't even have any textbooks or anything. He introduced me to all his friends, and all his friends right here, we are like more than lecturers, we were like friends. We are always hanging out together. And when my project got into the newspapers and Sun TV and everywhere, I wanted to share this one thing, sir. Hope you don't mind. Because, I really didn't even have a good shirt to wear to the Sun TV interview. When Sun TV called me and said, after looking at the interview in a Dinavani paper, right, Dinatandi paper, they said, we want to interview, Shahul Amit wanted to interview. And I'm like, okay, I'll go. But I didn't even have proper clothes. You know what he did? He took me on his bike, took me to a Van Heusen showroom and bought me an extended shirt. So that I could go and sit in front of the TV and give a very good interview. Because I didn't have So that was this relationship. It was more than lecturer-student relationship. It was more than a friend relationship because not very many people were helping me, but he was always there by my side, never let me down. So seriously, you have no idea. You have some amazing people in this college, and they will go beyond the limits to help you. So they will be here. You may have a big dream. Don't worry for a second that you are alone. You have amazing people like him in this college to help you guys. So make use of the resources, make use of the people around you. And like I said in the video, right? Be kind to one another, help each other, and grow together. It's not a selfish way. It's not like a horse race where everyone wins, right? Help each other, lend a helping hand, and grow together. And grow your dream. It doesn't have to come at the cost of sacrificing another life to feed your dream. Have a dream, grow with it, but also help one another. Sorry, if you don't mind, I'm just sharing that story. Any more questions, guys, before we close? I'll be around here, so shoot, and he has all my contact details, Instagram, Facebook, email. Any questions, anytime, please shoot. I have a lot of future expeditions coming up. I would need all your support. Can I rely on your support? Yes. Is that a yes? Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Naresh. And several requests I already made to the Naresh to have a very big running or maybe in the cycle from Kanyakumari to Kashmir very soon, where our university is ready to support you in all the aspects with a social cost. So along that, I am repeating in this forum. I am taking again. So our all students also will join with us to support you for the. So you have not done anything for our country. So maybe we can take, we can do some better for helping some children or something like that through that. So thank you, Naresh. Thank you. So thank you so much for my dear students who participated nicely, and a very beautiful comment from him. Give the very there is no other words to tell about the feedback, no? Yes, thank you. Within a single word he finished all the thing. So we can try to contact our alumni, those who are in very passionate and very success model alumni. We can bring back again to you. And we will meet again with our alumni talk, and whatever I told you, we will have a meeting with the secretary, joint secretary. We will post it in the WhatsApp group so that we can have a meeting. And tea and snacks is arranged outside, so please have it and go, because it is arranged for you. So no need to get waste. Make use of that. That's it. Behind the Anna block. Behind the Anna block. Please make use of that. And thank you so much.